So we got a lot of these plants planted. The hair grass back here, I don't know what it's called, was pretty good. Went in easy. This big guy went in pretty easy. These little things here right in front, they were a little rough. The same as these ones over here. I don't know if we'll be able to see them well with the shine here. No. So where the roots were, they kind of run horizontal, so it's hard to just stick them in. So we kind of went in a little bit at an angle trying to get it on there. We'll see what happens when there's water. Hopefully they don't float up. We might need to do a little replanting. So now we're getting towards our grass that's going to be in the foreground here. And then from there, got a couple little moss type guys. We're going to try and see if we can't get these attached. I ordered some thread that I've seen people use to try and tie these on, but I don't have it in yet. It'll be another week, but I also got some glue, so we might try some glue first on the branches to see how that works. I like these grasses came in. It's actually a decent little container here. You just kind of pull it out and clean it off. You can see I got some dirty water where I've been pulling these plants apart and just kind of trying to spread them out so they're easy to grab and stick. So we'll see what it looks like after they're on, and then the moss. So I kind of put the items that I thought I was going to put up on the branch here. Down in here, it wasn't the moss like I thought. It was actually one of what I thought was one of the larger plants for the background. The roots didn't look great on it. I don't know if they're going to hold. And then back here's the other one. Now, with the description when I ordered this, I was thinking of it as a background plant. And it said they can grow up to 12 inches. It should be pretty large. But with all the other large ones that I'd already planted, I was thinking it was one of the foreground ones. But it was, I was thinking this might be one of my mosses. But moss was one that was out of stock. They got it in a couple days later that I'll probably order. And I want to add it in on this here. Mopani has some nice curves, and I think that it'd look good having a little bit of moss in some of those breaks there. So we're gonna get some water in here and see if anything floats or if it all takes root. I hope that it stays. So we got it all planted here. It's pretty dirty looking. I had this back plant floated up about 3/4 of the way full and just pulled all kinds of dirt into the water. It was looking good till then. Then about the last gallon here, I had a little bit of this grass from the back float up. I'm going to try and replant. It's hard to see, but there's a little small piece here that floated up. I probably won't put it back because I'll just let what's there grow, but I do want to try and get that grass back in that corner. So we'll get this filter on, let it run. Hopefully by tomorrow it's nice and clear and we can kind of show a tank. And I think it did pretty well. A little bit of pieces floating up. That one large one, I don't know, it seems like it's staying put now, but it's got little bitty roots on those big leaves. Trying not to bury it too deep because I don't know, I want the roots in there, but I don't want to bury it so deep that I kill it off. So we'll see how it goes for our first planted aquarium. I feel all right with it. I felt really good till about 3/4 full and that came up. I was trying to fill it real slow. At the end I got a little impatient and poured a little too fast, I guess. So we'll get back and show it here in the next day or so, maybe clear it up. So if you want to see how this comes along, like and subscribe. I'm thinking for my cleanup crew, I'm going to go with shrimp for this. I haven't done, I tried shrimp in this other tank. It didn't go well. I think the beta made short work of them. They were so small they hid for a while there and then they were gone. But tell me what kind of fish you think would go well. Now it's a small, only a 10-gallon tank. I'm kind of leaning towards some different tetras. I do have these neons here that I'm thinking they may be a good fit to kind of move over with some different shrimp, but let me know in the comments what you think. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I was cleaning up. I turned the filter on. I pulled some pieces off the top that were floating with the net, and I caught one piece of this grass and pulled one out. Then I went back to cleaning up and I was going to try and put that one back in, and I come back over and almost all of it is floating. So I don't know. I got the filter on a pretty low flow. If that pushed it out, you can see the one lone guy that's still there is kind of pushing pretty good in there. So I might turn the flow down a little more. And then, or if it's just the size of this substrate. So it's pretty big chunks. So I don't know if it's just not giving them a good hold, if maybe I need something a little smaller for it. But we'll try and replant them one more time and see what happens. And if not, we might have to find something different for that back corner, because I just planted them on this back right to kind of flow behind the Mopani here. So we'll see. But other than that, I think that it looks like the rest are holding pretty good. We'll see. I had one back, like I said, that big one that floated up initially, but it seems to be holding back in there now. So we'll see what we come back to and how it clears up with this filter running for a bit.